Good afternoon, Salamanca. Graduates are going to be starting to enter here just in a couple of minutes, so if you guys can find your seats, if you're planning on sitting during the ceremony, please find your seat. The graduates will be coming up the center aisle and across in front of each side, so make sure that those are clear. Thank you.
Stairs. May I have everyone please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now for the school pledge. I pledge my devotion to Salamanca High School, my alma mater, for on this depends my security in the present and my success in the future. Thank you.
Please remain standing for the national anthem.
Estudantes, engajadas, seguidores, quando dava pelo sanguari, tanto e engajadas. Hawa ang kanakwa sa ayong Janan sekarang dua organik gue, itu non hasil gue, tani betul organik gue. Kalau engkau jada nico, engkau dia ketahuan ni engkau, dan dia sehari itu jangan sekarang gue organik gue, itu Gatan Joe Nico. Donna Diaz, the Hagrid General, Scotland, Diane, Botany Going, Deadwood on a Giganso, on a Gatan Joe, Kanika Daniel, Kanika One, Kanika Dean, and Botany Godan. Sangwawi, Hinio, Odoni, Zake. Donna Diaz, Edwajano, Scotland, Diane, Botany Going, Deadwood the Goigo Hills on Hatio Gilzadi, the Kanika Dean, and Botany Godan. However, a yacht and Donina Nilin Zake. Donna Diaz, the Hagrid General, Scotland, Diane, Botany Going, Deadwood the Goigo Hills on Hatio Gilzadi. Donna Diaz, the Hagrid General, Scotland, Diane, Botany Going, Deadwood Hatio Gilzadi, on the front side. However, there's still canonian duckwork and expert pussy in William Deck Million Zaki. Donna Diaz, the Hagrid General, Scotland, Diane, and Botany Going, Deadwood or just on that set, Million Ducker. Donna Hadin and Botany Godan. However, I won't be got to Million Zaki. Donna Diaz, the Hagrid General, Scotland, Diane, and Botany Going, Deadwood Hatiga Harin. Donna Hadin and Botany Godan. Gyago taken place in Zaki. Donna Diaz, the Hagrid General, Scotland, Diane, and Botany Going, Deadwood a Wata, the Dogat. Donna Hadin and Botany Godan. However, open the dance on and get a key on JC in Zaki. Donna Diaz, the Hagrid General, Scotland, Diane, and Botany Going, Deadwood Hatika Nyotige, Donna Hadin and Botany Godan. However, open the dance on and get 7 JC. Donna Diaz, the Hagrid General, Scotland, Diane, and Botany Going, Deadwood Hatika Nyotige, Donna Hadin and Botany Godan. Our auntie thinks that I am going to be exactly doing the dominant. Donna Diaz, the Hagrid General, Scotland, Diane, and Botany Going, dating on him, cutting on a band on the age of hell. Donna Hadin and Botany Godan. Our auntie Evan and Jackie. Donna Diaz, the Hagrid General, Scotland, Diane, and Botany Going, Deadwood on the Evan and Donna Hadin and Botany Godan. However, he kept responding to the duckwork of these duck dog Million Zaki. Donna Diaz, the Hagrid General, Scotland, Diane, and Botany Going, dating on the seaside Hatiwan on the J. Donna Hadin and Botany Godan. However, and Gallaudet, he's done, no, but not on the report what it was said on Diana Hub, County, along the day. Donna Diaz, the Hagrid General, Diane, and Botany Going, she's seven on the Bucky Erica Gaspa, or some days in Goa. Donna Hadin and Botany Godan. However, I am done Million Zaki. Nico also going then the Bahati Don Million Zaki, the younger down. Nico also going then the Adenon say they will need the baby. The Idwan Nico there will go to Dorita on J, Nico Dixon, Million Zaki. Donna Diaz, the Hagrid General, Scotland, Diane, and Botany Going, dating on a T-shirt soy pocket. Donna Hadin and Botany Godan. However, there is just enough ground to down the way go meet this second Jadado meet a T-shirt soy pocket. The hangwa of this dashboard, so the pocket goes forward to the Donna Diaz, the Hagrid General, Scotland, Diane, and Botany Going, Deadwood especially from down there. Hadin and Botany Godan. Sangwajan of the Ghana Jivan, the only way to exactly the down. Forget yada mo dago ni actually ni toni kodo. Dana dis esahik edutena ni tadin dwayan ungani kon sedman ni sedwawan kandayo ayasan. Dani hadin yung ungani kodo. Awan gay yung way to liya kang ayo ni mundo ni zakay yung godamani. Dana dis okay edutena ni tadin dwayan ungani kon based on gay nana di hadiya kang dana hadin yung ungani kodo. Awan age can no kyan yadi sky choda ne ho angelo da kwa seo de no ne lisa ke te un godami dana dis waheg edujana ni skat hoyan ungani kon te said on sungwaja ta kyan yake anange dani haji ne ungani koda. Kami ngekas koindi untuk kawasan konkana tanah.
Yahweh Scano, I am thankful you are well. Good evening and welcome to Salamanca High School's 136th Commencement Ceremony. Mr. Breitenstein, Mrs. Ray, school board members, representatives of the Seneca Nation, city officials, students, staff, honored guests, families, and proud parents. Perseverance, persistence, determination, and resiliency are words that have described how students have navigated the last 2.5 years. You've all demonstrated that heart and soul of a warrior. Obviously, this has been a very difficult, trying, stressful, and challenging time. I am proud of how all of you rose to those challenges, in many cases not only survived, but thrived. You've proven to everyone and yourselves that if you keep moving forward, stay persistent, you can get through any situation. I'd like to recite a poem from Theodore Roosevelt entitled "The Man in the Arena." I have tweaked it a little bit to reflect the norms of society today. It is not the critic who counts, not the person who points out how the strong person stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit actually belongs to the person in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcomings. But who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends themselves in a worthy cause, who at best knows in the end triumph of high achievement, and who at worst, if fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that their place shall never be with those cold, timid souls who know neither victory nor defeat. As we talk about failure, I'm a true believer that failure only truly comes when we give up and stop trying. Those of you walking the stage tonight had setbacks, had challenges, but in the end you did it. You did not fail high school. You actually succeeded. These traits and characteristics you will need and will help you as you continue on your life's journey, wherever it leads. Once again, I'm going to try and keep up with societal norms, and in this case, share a TikTok. So if you would, please draw your attention to the scoreboard. Aspirations, if you work hard and demonstrate the characteristics you have over the last few years, you will accomplish your dreams and your aspirations. This time I would like to invite Mr. Ricky Armstrong, Treasurer of the Seneca Nation.
Good evening, everyone. Noascan. I want to thank everybody at Salamanca High School and the school district, and especially this year's graduates, for inviting me to be a part of your celebration. I'm honored to be here. It is always gratifying for me to be asked to speak at the Salamanca graduation. For one thing, it gives me, just as it gives the teachers and family the opportunity to look at the young men and women we see lined up here tonight and to look at our community's future. Let me tell you, looking at this class of graduates, I know that future is very bright. Standing here tonight reminds me of something I hope each of you know. Salamanca is a special place. 51 years ago, in 1971, I sat exactly where you are sitting, getting ready to cross the stage and accept my diploma from Salamanca High. It seems like a lifetime, and yet I can still remember that day. In the years and decades since, I have children and grandchildren add their names to the list of proud Salamanca alumni. Each class, each generation has been different, just as you all are different. You have different interests, different goals and dreams, different plans for your future, and yes, you are all different people. But you have the common bond of a community that ties you together. You share the common bond of navigating high school during the most unpredictable time in our lifetimes. Masks, social distancing, virtual learning, Zoom meetings. None of that you could have imagined when you walked through the doors as freshmen. And then without warning, everything changed. And those changes lasted longer than most of, if not all of us, expected it, that they would. But you didn't give up. You didn't check out. You and your classmates and your teachers stuck together, and you took on the challenges and kept pushing forward through the end of the sophomore year, through the junior year, and at this event here tonight. You are not stopped. That should teach you as much about yourself as anything. You have discovered an important part of yourself that will never leave you. You're strong, and you're agile, you're committed, you're an achiever, you're a Salamanca warrior. Don't ever forget that, and don't let anything ever stop you from getting where you want to go. You made it here, but this is not your final destination. Today is not about an ending. Today is about a beginning, the beginning of your next journey. And now you will get to decide where your final destination will be and how you get there. What can I tell you about change that you haven't already learned about over the past few years? Change is inevitable. It happens. It comes without warning. Sometimes it can be scary. Sometimes it can hurt. But sometimes, like the leaves in the fall, change can be beautiful. And sometimes, if we are bold enough to take the opportunity, we can create change that makes a world of difference in our lives, in our family, and in our community. You took different paths to get here, and from here you will take and make your own paths to the future. But one thing that will never change is that you will always be Salamanca warriors. Wherever you go from here, wherever your dreams and passions take you, I hope you always carry a piece of this community with you. All of us, your family, your friends, your teachers, and your community are standing together tonight to celebrate you tonight, to encourage you as you go, and to support you always. Congratulations, warriors of the class of 2022, and best of luck. Yahweh.
On behalf of the Board of Education, I would like to welcome all of the families and friends of the graduates. I would especially like to thank Treasurer Ricky Armstrong, Seneca Nation counselors, and education offices, Salamanca city officials, school administrators, teachers, teachers' assistants, and all other school staff that has helped make our ceremony tonight possible. Tonight is a fabulous night. Graduates, you have all entered this arena as high school seniors and will leave as Salamanca alumni. Salamanca, where learners become leaders. You see this motto on emails and around the school, and now you will become leaders of your own destiny. John Meacham said, "To be a good leader, you will lead your life with hope rather than fear." To do this, a good leader should have these 3 qualities. Be curious. Don't be afraid to question everyone and everything. You can never have enough knowledge. Learn from whoever will teach you, whether it is a professor, parent, grandparent, sibling, or friend. Remember, graduates, that your mind is like a parachute. The only way it functions is if it's open. Be humble. Don't be afraid to admit that you made a mistake. And when you realize that you have, it is equally as important to ask for help figuring out what went wrong. There's no shame in asking for help. Ezra Taft Benson said, "Pride is concerned with who is right. Humility is concerned with what is right." Have empathy. You never know who will help you along your path in life. Be kind and have empathy towards others. To truly embrace empathy, you need to have the ability to see with the eyes of another, listen with the ears of another, and feel with the heart of another. Don't rush to judgment of others until you truly understand what they're going through. It will make you a better person. Graduates, when you combine curiosity, humility, and empathy, you become what I like to call a hopeful leader. A fearful leader makes impulsive decisions. This leads to anxiety, which causes anger. A hopeful leader is optimistic and excited for the future. A hopeful leader makes decisions based on facts and reason. A hopeful leader will truly be successful in whatever endeavors they choose. Class of 2022, I hope that your years at Sally High have taught you to be hopeful leaders who are ready to start the next chapter of your lives. As Ed Helms said, so long as your desire to explore is greater than your desire not to screw up, you're on the right track. Congratulations, class of 2022. We are also proud of the hopeful leaders you have become, and I can't wait to see what amazing things you will accomplish.
This time we're going to transition to the senior song titled "You Learn."
Good evening, administration, staff, parents, siblings, friends, and other family members. I am honored to welcome you to the commencement ceremony for the class of 2022. All of us sitting up on the stage would like to thank everyone here in attendance for helping us celebrate this momentous occasion. Fellow seniors, graduation day is finally here. This is a day I can almost certainly say that everyone in the senior class has been dreaming of. Today marks the beginning of the rest of our lives. After we leave Salamanca High School, we will all go our separate ways, and whether that's the college, trade school, the military, or straight into the workforce, we all have the necessary skills to be successful. Even though we all have worked hard to make it here today, I don't think anyone can say that they have arrived here completely on their own. Someone has helped them along the way. Everyone who sits up here will be receiving their diplomas in a short time. But before that, there are a few people that we should thank before we continue. First, I would like to thank the Academy and my fellow actors for nominating me for this prestigious award. Sorry, wrong speech? In all seriousness, the first people we should thank for getting us here to this point are our parents and guardians. Thank you guys so much for everything you have done for us during our entire lifetimes. After tonight, our relationship with you will begin to change, and that's going to be weird and strange, but we will not forget everything you have done for us. After all, you were there when we entered this world, took our first steps, said our first words, and when you sent us off on the first day of school. You sent us off to face a new challenge, and we powered through it, and that is why we are where we are today. At first, it was terrifying for us, but we can only imagine how scary it was for you. Even though it was terrifying for you, it didn't stop you from helping us out when we needed it. You fed us during our long nights, took us to practice, forced us to do our homework, made us study, and made sure we were passing all our classes. Not only that, but you also made sure that we got our work done so we could walk across the stage. Even when we had to change plans, because sometimes, you know, life doesn't always go as planned, you didn't argue, you just helped us figure out what to do. You always will be our biggest supporters and cheerleaders, rooting for us in everything we do. No matter what we were involved in, you were there supporting us every step of the way. Even when life is taking us in other directions, we will always remember what you have done for us. We'll take all the skills you have taught us to be successful. Seniors, when you leave home for whatever path you choose to take, don't forget to call or text your parents, because chances are they will be missing you just as much as you are missing them. And even if they don't show it, they do. Even though our future is pulling us in a different direction from you, we will still love you from wherever we are because of everything you have ever done and will continue to do for us. Thank you, and we love you. Secondly, we must thank the teachers who have helped place the fundamental building blocks for us to get through our years of school. Every year when we came to school to start the new year, you would welcome us back with open arms. You were there for us every step of the way, from our first years at Prospect to our senior year at the high school. You have taught us things that are very simple now, but were very hard when we first learned them, like the ABCs and counting to 10, or things we still find hard to learn, like chemistry, calculus, and sometimes even English. Even if we seem to be struggling with the work and other problems, you have the patience and composure to help us work through them. You weren't only there to teach us, but also to understand us and help us. You let us talk to you about our troubles in life and helped us solve them. We formed bonds with you and made memories that will last a lifetime. Also, throughout our years of school, you have taught us a lot of useful skills. Those skills range from time management, organizational skills, problem solving, and decision-making skills, and will help us be successful in our future endeavors. We thank you, because we could not have made it here today with all the work you have put in to make sure we leave Salamanca as successful young leaders. We can't thank the teachers without also thanking the administration and the Board of Education. They have helped make sure that our lives in school went smoothly. Even though COVID completely changed our lives, you prioritized our safety, whether we were able to be at school or not. We can only imagine the sleepless nights during the last few years determined what we would do, how we would go back to school, how remote learning would work, and the list goes on and on. I can't even begin to imagine all the stress that was placed on your shoulders to figure out the evolving situation. But you did it with dedication and determination. You also have helped improve their lives and make our time at Salamanca great by opening the door and creating more options for us. We have had incredible opportunities accessible at Salamanca that we could not dream of at other schools. The upgraded facilities, just like the one we are at right now for graduation. Then we have all the clubs and activities we are allowed to do. For example, anything from the STEAM programs, robotics, to DECA, and Key Club. This is only possible because of them. Thank you so much for all the amazing opportunities you have given to us. The final group I would like to say thank you to is the Salamanca residents, businesses, and community. Without your continued support, we would not be where we are right now. All the support we received at our sporting events, music production, and many other things we were involved in these years hold a special place in our hearts. It's been wonderful being part of such a wonderful community. Thank you so much for all the support and opportunities we have been given by attending Salamanca. Fellow seniors, congratulations on all your achievements and good luck in your future endeavors. I know you will go out and do great things. Thank you.
I would like to say congratulations to us all. It is truly an amazing accomplishment that we are all up here tonight, because in our 4 years of high school, we've only had 1 full year of in-person learning. As a class, we've overcome so many obstacles, and in the end, we have come out successful. That is not something that everyone can do. We've learned so many things in school that we will continue to use all of our lives. We've learned how to communicate with others, problem solve, memorize information, and of course, prove that a rectangle really is a rectangle. All of those things, well, most of those things are important, and I know there are others. However, the most crucial thing we have learned, which has led to our success and will continue to reward us in the future, is our ability to persevere. When we were remote and out of school, we learned how to constantly adjust. The situation was continuing to evolve, and there was nothing we could do about it. We just had to keep adapting as changes were made. Although we've endured many setbacks, we've learned that we have the tools to overcome the hardships in our life. I remember in pre-K getting off the bus and going into Prospect and trying to find my teacher. I thought that was the hardest thing I would ever have to do. But then kindergarten came along, and trying to learn to read was a whole other beast, but we figured it out. After that, first grade came along, and we had spelling tests and math homework, and then second grade, and then third, and then fourth. Each year brought new challenges, and there was always something that tried to trip us up, but we were always able to overcome it through hard work. Then, our sophomore year was when we were all told we weren't going to be returning to school. I'm sure I'm not alone when I say that was one of the most challenging times. The situation in the world and in school was continuously changing, but the one thing that was constant was we still had assignments and lessons to complete. During those first couple weeks of remote learning, it felt like it was impossible to get anything done, much less put our best effort into our work. We had so much going on around us. There was so much uncertainty. We had family members who were getting sick, and many of us had our entire family working under one roof. We were all in a similar situation, but it felt like we were in it alone. We had our shared struggles and our own individual ones. Some of us had trouble comprehending, some of us struggled with the technology, and some of us missed face-to-face interaction. I know I struggled with the discipline to do the work when my bed and Netflix were right next to me. But as unfortunate as the situation was, there was nothing we could do except keep pushing forward. And that is exactly what we did. Despite everything that tried to trip us up, we kept pushing forward. We learned how to adapt and overcome our challenges under stressful conditions. All of this continued on into our junior year. We had to do technology trainings and scavenger hunts online to try and transition us to our new normal. We kept pushing forward even when it looked like we would never go back to school. We had to have this self-discipline to actually learn the material instead of just treating it like busy work because the threat of final exams was held over our heads. I know for me, when given the option to return to school, I felt very overwhelmed. The transition from in-person school to remote was not easy, and I knew that the transition back to in-person would also be difficult. However, we had changed so much in a year. We had faced so many challenges that many of us did choose to return back to school. Not only did we return back, but we took SATs, final exams, regents, and AP tests. We did that after we had been remote for most of the year because we had learned how to be successful under stressful conditions. And then our senior year rolled around. In the beginning, we still had to wear masks, but we all did it with the hope of a mostly normal year. We hadn't seen each other's faces in 2 years, but we wore a mask so we could stay in school. Unfortunately, that did not happen. We had to continue to switch back and forth from being remote to being in person. That is not an easy adjustment, but it is even harder to have to keep doing it and stay on top of everything at the same time. We had to start bringing all of our school supplies home on the weekend because we were never sure if we would be going back. Everything that kept happening to us was completely out of our control, but we still had to keep up with school, regardless of where we were. I know we all had our struggles this year. We've had to work extra hard these past couple of years because there's a bit of a learning curve with remote learning. But despite everything, we are here graduating. And no matter what happens in our future, we have learned how to be successful and thrive regardless of our environment. I think we have all learned that despite our plans, things can change in an instant. In the future, it is inevitable that some things will not go the way we planned. However, we have the tools to be successful because over the last couple of years, nothing has gone as expected. We are resilient. We have the capability to be successful despite anything that may try to slow us down. So, to my classmates, I wish you all the best in the future and know that no matter what life throws at us, we have the skills to not just get through it, but to excel.
Hello everyone, my name is Patrick Johns, and for those who don't know, I have a lot of experience as a senior. And in the words of President George W. Bush, there's an old saying in Texas, you fool me once, shame on you. You fool me, you can't get fooled again. On behalf of the class of 2022, thank you for coming out tonight. We'd also wish a happy retirement to all the Salamanca High School retirees. Have fun golfing. Starting off, we've all had many obstacles in life. I had many myself. For one, I was taken away from my parents and put in foster care at an early age. It was very difficult not having a family to bond with. But being adopted was a great change in my life, and those struggles were the stepping stones to great memories I share with my new parents today. Like being able to change my own name, or visiting my grandpa and listen to his stories, and play his music. Something I would never have been able to experience if not for being adopted. It showed me that if you open your eyes, breathe, and pay attention to the simple things in life, it gets a little easier. For example, like Camp Boy, a simple thing, where we got together and strengthened old friendships and found new ones. It's little things like this that shows us there's something to bring us up around every corner. Early on in school, I also had my struggles. My grades were a little unreasonable, and as a little kid I let my attitude get the best of me. But with the help of peers, staff, and programs like the Warrior Den, my struggles became easier to deal with. And I learned a thing or two about patience and effort. And from my mom, who never gave up on me, I learned about respect and love. You're never alone if you put yourself out there. A smile can go from some random struggling kid to the Patty J. I was the kid who would be quiet and alone, and at times disruptive in class, without many friends. Now I've become more outgoing. It's the man I am now that makes me more comfortable in my own skin. And now I know I'm not the only one posed through these struggles. There's always that one teacher who would tell us to do our work. And because we may have fell back a time or two, we would always be pulled forward by this teacher and told to keep going. There are always a lot of fun times at Salamanca, but just because they're fun doesn't mean they don't have their challenges. Like the many fishing trips with the boys where I never caught anything, but there was always that one guy that always caught a fish. And for the first pep assembly, we were excited to be there. There's a ton of energy in the air when you're screaming, completing challenges, and having a great time. We didn't know it yet, but this was our last pep assembly for a while. Because it was the last pep assembly before COVID hit. We were young and hopeful, and for the most part, wanted to be in school. Fast forward to our senior year, when we were ready to get out of here. Like senior skip day, where we went to Spruce, and we were told there was no grills and had to move to State Park. And even when we moved to State Park, we still screwed it up because someone decided to pour lighter fluid directly on the burgers. Memories can have their dark side, but we should always focus on the good part, the more important side. Like the memories of our senior prom, where the thunder, lightning, and pouring rain set us back a little. But when we moved inside, we partied and still found ways to have fun. Another good memory we'll always have were the many championship seasons of our sports teams. After many defeats, we learned to rely on captains and coaches, to learn from our mistakes, and bond together as a team to become more accomplished. And together we know, like those struggles that I specifically had, the class of 2022 as a whole had their own to deal with. During the beginning of the COVID pandemic, we struggled and had obstacles we had to overcome. We were separated from friends and family, struggled with alternative learning and isolation. We couldn't go to sporting events or participate in our clubs. More than once we asked ourselves, how would anything possibly go back to normal? Well, we always had someone to pick us up. Even though we weren't in the same room, a teacher or friend was just a Zoom call away, and we pushed through and stayed focused on our goals. We Warriors did not let obstacles stand in our way, and as we finally came back to some type of normalcy, we were excited for our senior year. We could see our friends in person again, even make new ones. Again, we are Warriors. We got through this, and if we continue to remember our struggles we had together, we can get through the future with confidence in ourselves. And with the same help I received from my parents, peers, and staff. Even though we may feel alone in an empty room, we know that someone is always there to have our backs. They're just a text or a call away. Eleanor Roosevelt said, "Many people will walk in and out of your life, but only true friends will leave footprints in your heart." Today as we stand here, our hearts are full. We together have had many footprints, from fishing trips and campfires with our buddies, or from times we shared at every camp where being together with teammates to win great championships. Some of us specifically were together in Washington this year with Super Bob to lobby for federal impact aid, which if you don't know, makes up a large part of our school's budget. We have had many friends during these years at Sally High, and whether we choose college, military, or go right into the workforce, we will keep with us the memories of the past as we form new ones in the future. To everyone that has touched our lives and made it better, this is what does define the senior class. We're always there to extend a very much needed helping hand, and we thank you. Go Warriors!
That's a tough one to follow, Patty J. One of the best parts of my job is the opportunity I have to interact with these students, watch them grow over the years and mature. What they need to know is that I have learned from them each and every day, and it's been my pleasure to be a part of their Salamanca life. As I look at the class of 2022, I see firsthand students who the odds were stacked against, who struggled, but they were dedicated, and they did not give up. Congratulations to all of you, it has paid off. At this time, I would like to acknowledge the awards our students have earned. When I call your name, please remain standing until all of your awards have been read. So the class of 2022, number of awards that were given were 129, totaling $877,941. Skyly Baldwin. The Egg Swipe Award, $350. Myra Brazil. VFW Volunteer Scholarship, $200. Riley Brown, number 6 in the class. College and Career Scholarship, $250. Euterpian Music Club Award, $150. Carl and Nicole Pryor Corning Foundation Scholarship, $1,650. Salamanca Academic Booster Club Senior Scholarship, $500. VFW Auxiliary Scholarship, $200. Office of the Attorney General Triple C Award. Tisch Scholarship, $65,000 a year. Carlos Clark. Seneca Arts Learning Center Education Starts Here Award, $400 and a plaque. Tristan Dewan. Class of 1985 Scholarship, $200. Edward John Memorial Award is a plaque. The Kiwanis Club Award, $355. Office of the Attorney General Triple C Award. And the President's Scholarship through Alfred University, $23,000 for 4 years, totaling $92,000. Hayden Eddy. Walter Beatrice Beagle Scholarship, $75. The Holy Cross Athletic Club, $500. And the Founders Scholarship from St. John University, $15,000 a year, totaling $60,000. Alicia Fisk, valedictorian. The Harry B. Rappaport Memorial Award. The Beatrice Sultanic Memorial Award. Carl and Nicole Pryor Corning Foundation Scholarship, $1,650. The Kiwanis Club Award, $375. Salamanca Bowling Association Scholarship, $200. Cattaraugus County Outstanding Honor Society member. Kotari Family Fund Healthcare Scholarship through the Cattaraugus Region Community Foundation, $1,000. Salamanca Teachers Association Scholarship, $300 a year for 4 years. Amy Rappaport Memorial Award. The New York State Education Department Scholarship for Academic Excellence, $1,500. Nazareth Dean's Scholarship. Office of the Attorney General Triple C Award. JCC College Connections Student of the Year. Kyle Scott Memorial Award, $150. Salamanca Chapter National Honor Society Leadership Service Award, $50. Andrea Celeste Memorial Award, $250. The Ray and Wynn Evans Foundation Scholarship, $500. The SASA Scholarship, The Future of Salamanca, $500. And our Coaches Award. Taylor Fuller. Class of 1963 Legacy Award, $1,630. SHS History Department Award, $150. James Gilman. The Aryan Music Award, the Joseph V. Catrone Music Award, $100, and the Drama Club Award. Riley Grant. The Penny Brown Scholar Athlete Memorial Award. The Office of the Attorney General Triple C Award. University of Pitt grad Beyond New York State Scholarship, $11,625 a year, totaling $46,560. The Edinburgh University of Pennsylvania President's Excellence Scholarship, $2,000 a year, totaling $8,000. SUNY Brockport Green Scholarship, $2,500 a year, totaling $10,000. And the St. Bonaventure Achievement Grant, $19,000 a year, totaling $76,000. Lydia Holland. The Beatrice Sultanic Memorial Award. The Kiwanis Club Award, $375. Summerfield Scholarship, $100. Office of the Attorney General Triple C Award. W.J. Cox Association Merit Scholarship, $500 a year for 4 years. Bonnie Scholarship Award, $20,000 per year for 4 years, totaling $80,000. The Earn Grant, $651. PEP Scholarship, $217. USA Scholarship covers tuition at JCC up to 4 semesters. And the William Furlong Award, $250. Cole Headland ranks 4th in the class. Kiwanis Club Award, $375. The Ray Wass Scholarship, $200. The Joel Murdoch Business Award, $100. Office of the Attorney General Triple C Award. New York State Education Department Scholarship for Academic Excellence, $500. And the Roger Crandall Warrior Pride. Kylan Harry. Gerald Ackley Scholarship, $250, and the Gene Pasquarella Scholarship, $500. Harley Hogue ranks 8th in the class. Thomas Frank Dabalski and Eleanor Dabalski Scholarship, $1,000. The Clinton Restaurant Student Athlete, $500. The Thomas C. George Memorial Award, $250. Go Beyond New York State Scholarship, and the Lou Foy Male Athlete of the Year. Hayden Hogue ranks 10th in the class. The CCB Award for Excellence in Leadership, $150. The Harry Nelson Baseball Award, it's a plaque and $50. The Clinton Restaurant Student Athlete Award, $500. And Lou Foy Male Athlete of the Year. Caleb Holcomb, Go Beyond New York State Award, $11,640 for 4 years, totaling $46,560. The KOA Spears Scholarship, $14,000 for 4 years, actually totaling $58,320 total. And the Judith A. Toner Attendance Award, $200. Chloe Hollery, the American Legion Hugh Skiba Post 535 Education Award, $500. The Helen Jaworski Scholarship, $500. The American Red Cross Blood Service Educational Scholarship, $250. Kirsten Klein ranks 7th in the class. The Kiwanis Club Award, $375. SHS Special Vocal Music Award. The Roger and Francis Volunteer Service Award, $100. Founders Scholarship for Damon University, $11,000 a year for 4 years, $44,000 total. Academic Achievement Scholarship at Damon University, $2,000. And the Office of the Attorney General Triple C Award. Mariah Lee, Kiwanis Club Award, $375. And the Roger Crandall Warrior Pride Award. Ian Quigley, the Nelson M. Beard Memorial Scholarship, $1,000, and the Sons of the American Legion Post 535 Scholarship, $425. Jillian Ray, ranked 5 in the class. Kiwanis Club Award, $375. National Honor Society Academic Excellence, $200. James Leary Memorial Scholarship, $500. Mark Chase Memorial Scholarship, $250. New York State Comptroller Award. Thomas C. George Memorial Award, $250. The Ray and Wynn Evans Foundation Scholarship, $500. And Anita Euler, Female Athlete of the Year. Sean Remsen, Patriot Award, $500. And the Sons of the American Legion Scholarship, $425. Mixelise Rivera, the Salamanca Warrior Shining Star Scholarship, $300. Jenna Robinson Enix, ranks number 9 in the class. The Beatrice Sultanic Memorial Award and the Spanish Honor Society, $50. Waylon Rockwell, the Rosalie Nozzle Memorial Award, $200. Kristen Steckman, the Carl and Nicole Pryor Corning Foundation Scholarship, $1,650, and Office of the Attorney General Triple C Award. Trey Turner, Penny Brown Scholar Athlete Memorial Award, and the Coaches Award. Kendall Valvo Salutatorian. The Floyd Bean Stage Band Award, it's a trophy. Kiwanis Club Award, $375. The Mitch Gray Salutatorian Scholarship, $300. SHS Special Instrumental Music Award, it's a plaque. Cattaraugus County Chapter National Honor Society Distinguished Service Award, $200. Kyle Scott Memorial Award, $150. New York State Comptroller Award. New York State Education Department Scholarship for Academic Excellence, $500. The HEOP grant, the Cornell grant, $32,141 per semester, totaling $257,128. Andrea Celeste Morton Memorial Award, $250. John Philip Suso Award, the SASA Scholarship, the Future of Salamanca, $500. Timothy Ross Scholarship, $250, and the Coaches Award. Layla Zolan, the Cynthia J. Moore Memorial Scholarship, $1,000, and the Kobe Pitt Memorial Award, $200. At this time, I would like to announce the class of 2022 Boy of the Year. This year it's Riley Brown. Our class of 2022 Girl of the Year is Alicia Fisk. I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Brighton. Well, it's official. We weren't sure this day was going to come, but it's official and guaranteed. Every year for the last 11 years, every speaker at graduation has said my exact speech over and over, leaving me with no choice but to start over on stage. So we'll start with the prerequisite of every good speech, a quote from Ferris Bueller, the American film icon. Life moves pretty fast. I know that may seem not related to the graduates, but over on the concession stand are the artifacts from the class of 2022 time capsule from 10 years ago. I guarantee none of them imagine the high school career that they now have completed as being part of their reality. It's true, life does move pretty fast. The good news is you've nearly graduated. The bad news, I'm the only thing standing between you and your diploma, and this is my last speech. I'll be kind. Yes, it is true, it's a momentous celebration this evening, and unlike any other graduating class in the 136 years of Salamanca, you have the distinct honor of being the class of 2022. Yep, you went through COVID. It was excruciating, it was long, and it was painful. It was difficult and challenging, but not as difficult or as challenging as what your parents and grandparents and every adult had to do by walking to school, uphill, both ways, in the snow, with one shoe. It's true. I know you may not believe it,
But as you get older and you grow into the ripe old age of being a boomer, you will have stories too that you will embellish over time. You have made incredible accomplishments real as the class of 2022, and you are now alumni, or shortly you'll become alumni. So if you'll indulge me, I would like to ask for a little audience participation from our graduates. I did pre-approve this from them because I'm sure they're tired of sitting here and want to get on with this. So for our graduates, if you plan to enter the workforce right after graduation, please stand. Stay standing for a second. As adults, this is true. We need you more now and desperately than at any other time in our history. And whether it's service, labor, technicians, or entrepreneurial spirit, you are exactly what has propelled our country and our nation to greatness for generations. Your work ethic is indelible and linked to your identity as the future of our country. You are the engine that will drive success, ingenuity, and creation. Earn well, invest wisely, and remember your work ethic is essential. Thank you. If you're planning on entering the armed service, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, or Reserves, please stand. Simply and with incredible honor, thank you. Thank you for your service to our nation, both the Seneca Nation and the United States of America. Your patriotism is the very foundation on which everything we do and enjoy has been made possible. I ask only one thing to our students joining the services as you fulfill this sacred obligation. Be safe and come home soon. Thank you. If you're heading off to college, trade school, 2-year or 4-year university studies, please stand. Here's the father in me. You are investing a tremendous amount of money in your future, so take it seriously. Use your time, the money, the resources necessary to pursue this degree and do it well. Your dreams are within your grasp, and only you can interfere with that timetable. Every day, your full-time job as a university or trade school or student at a 2-year community college, your job is to go to class, study hard, and do well. Trust me, as a graduate from SUNY Brockport, there'll be plenty of time for recreational activities with your friends, fraternity brothers, sisters, and sorority and teammates. There's a fable. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today. Today you begin your journey for the future. Enjoy that time, and of course, make sure you call home regularly. Now, if you are planning on going to school and studying education to be a teacher, please stay standing. To Mr. Siebert, the principals in attendance, the Board of Education, Dr. Beeler, and our community, I present to you the class of 2026 incoming freshman teachers for Salamanca. We need you. We need you to come back on break, to sub, to sit on committees to help us make our school better. We need you as educators. You have the ideals, the integrity, the morals, the ethics, and the experience for Salamanca. A job is waiting for you when you graduate. Please come home and come home fast. Thank you. If you are dressed in your Native American regalia, please stand. On a personal thank you for celebrating your culture with our community and me. You are an inspiration, and while I've been an educator for a long time, starting this tradition 5 years ago was one of the most impressive things, the best things I've ever done. May you continue to thrive and flourish this tradition for generations, and graduates who will follow you. They say that we stand on the shoulders of those who have come before us, and I'm awfully proud that you've created this foundation for success for future graduates. Thank you. We're in the home stretch. Lastly, if you consider yourself to be a warrior, please stand. As a warrior, you are fiercely loyal to your warrior family. You are brave and tenacious and will fight to protect everything that you love and is sacred to you. You are ever seeking knowledge and wisdom to help enrich fellow warriors, and you are now graduates. Distinguished guests, family members, get your cameras ready. Class of 22, do not cry because it's over, smile because it's finally happened. By the power entrusted to me by the New York State Education Department and the Board of Education of the Salamanca City Central School District, as Superintendent of Schools, I duly convey graduation status on our graduates, for you have successfully completed all requirements and fulfilled all obligations. With pride, admiration, and joy, I hereby award to each of you your New York State High School Diploma. Congratulations to the class of 2022. Sit down, with the exception of row 1A. Class of 2022, Alicia Faith Fisk. Lydia Pala. Jillian Ellen Gray. Kirsten Ella Klon. Jenna A. Robinson Enid. Nick Solis Yvonne Rivera. Evian King Velasquez. Hunter Cotter Brown. Ivan I. Solat. Taylor Fuller. Kendall Daniel Scott Velvo. Cole T. Edlin. Riley Eugene Brown. Harley Hogue. Aiden Connor Hogue. Tamara Ella Crawford. Tristan Wayne Dewin. Valia R. Zollner. James Robert Gilman.
Yeah, James!
Anika Lillian Paget. Patrick A. Johns. Riley Faith Grant.
Way to go, Ryle!
Sessa Elise George. Kia Marie. Elijah James George.
Shout out Lacey Pilblad.
That could have gotten so much worse. Amaris Ball. Skylee M. Baldwin. Sean M. Vasily. Maddox Percy Antone. Ethan Scott Antone. Emma Rosemarie Leitner. Lauren Ann Hill. Presenting Mrs. Cindy Smith, Gage M. Green. Jordan E. Brown. Presenting Mrs. Cindy Smith, Malachi Harrison.
Way to go, Kai!
Kylan Marie Herron. Chloe Marie Holleran. Soraya Ray Andriana Jimerson. Xavier Isaac Jimerson. Ethan M. Jones. Presenting by Mrs. Marie Vanderhoff, Kaylee Ann Kennedy. Alaya Lee. Presenting by former board member Lance Hogue, Jasper Yarborough. Aiden Joseph DeBoy. Colton Jackson Crooks. Ella Crane. Gianna Rosemary Coben. Alexandra M. Ricketts. Alexander Joseph Carlson. Presenting Mrs. Cindy Smith, Kit Brown. Emma Jean Brown. Myra June Brazil. Molly A. M. Bennett. Heather Rose Donor. Aiden Marie Eddy. Elijah Hawkins. Morgan Lynn Mabey. Clara Melee. Cameron R. Nolder. Presenting Mrs. Cindy Smith, Isaiah Nosey. Kobe Oaks. Presenting Mr. Lance Hogue, Sean Michael Remsen. Ian Michael Quigley. Eva Dowdy. Cody Shinners. Kaylee M. Sibley. Jalen M. Rockwell. JC May Mallier McCumber. Robert Joseph McClarney Jr. Austin Nicholas Maybe.
I did it, Ma.
Caleb Holcomb. Troy Howay. Arliss Joseph Clark. Yeah, I still can't believe I'm good. Katie R. Cunningham. Presenting Mrs. Molly Corsacana, Ryan Lee Smith. Tyler Smith. Toronto T. Solot. Presenting Mrs. Smith, Justice Spruce. Kirsten D. Steckman with Elijah. Trey Brooks Turner. Dylan Ullman. And Mrs. Smith, Francis White Jr. Ava Jane Wolf. Crystal Marie Reyes. John Michael Zwick. Graduates, as it is tradition, please stand to signify moving from student to alumni. Transfer your tassels.
Mr. Warren, you can get ready for the recession. Mr. Warren. Before we conclude tonight's ceremony, I would like to take an opportunity to recognize the following individuals for their years of service as they are retiring at the end of this year. Tanya Thomas, teacher assistant, 4 years. Christine Macchione, librarian, 17 years. Sharon Edwards, teacher assistant, 20 years. Ellie Dougherty, keyboard specialist, 20 years. Pam Booth, elementary teacher, 21 years. Barb Cirilla, reading specialist, 28 years. Jean Jankowski, science teacher, 21 years. Kim Dry, business teacher, 33 years. And Mr. Bob Bridenstine, superintendent, 11 years. Contributions and lives that these individuals have touched is immeasurable. Words cannot express my gratitude for the dedication to our district and our students. But thank you for your time and effort, and we hope you enjoy your retirement. Tonight's ceremony could not take place without the coordinated efforts of Levi Spooneybarger, Ray Haley, Lynn McGarrah, Holly Hansen, Anthony DeGennaro, Justin Hubbard, Kayla Capuccio, Mallory Ferrucci, Marcy Brown, Rodney Creed, Mike Myers, the maintenance staff, especially Troy Lafferty and J.C. McCauley, and of course Lindsay Schrantz and Shelley Harris, all of whom make this ceremony memorable and possible. On behalf of the Salamanca School community, we thank all of you for your time, energy, and dedication to our most valuable resource, the students of Salamanca City Central School District. Lastly, on behalf of myself and the class of 2022, thank you to all the parents and parental figures. Thank you for your support and guidance. It has been our privilege to educate your children. To the class of 2022, you are no longer students of Salamanca High School. You have earned distinction graduates and are now considered alumni. We wish you the best. Swatney Goyo, have a good mind and a great rest of your evening. This time we begin the recession.